everybody, and welcome to the campaign diary for episode 2. The last session, the group won their battle to get their graduation mission to become members of the Orders of Guardians, and after heading to town to do a bit of shopping, they go over to Mia Lapis to investigate a series of burglaries coming out of the Trade Guild warehouse. As they arrive at the Goblin bar in Mia Lapis, Arthas recognises a goblin called Slurts, who in the past has provided him with some information. And while drinks are ordered and inquiries are made, Arthas goes over to see Slurts. After some info on a person of interest from his past, doesn't get exactly what he's looking for, but an offer is made.
And he's like, you know, I can't just give information without checking with the boss. She decides. I'm a good boy, I'll just do as I'm told.
The boss, so does she have more information? That means you do know something then.
Oh, she knows a lot of things.
Where is she?
Yeah, you think I'd tell anyone that?
I'm not fucking around with this. Where is she?
The drow puts his hand on the back of your shoulder.
Hmm.
And I'm going to think very carefully about it the rest of the time. Listen.
How much for the information?
Not interested in gold.
Right. Well, what then?
Next time you're in town, come back up to the obnoxious duck and say you want a meeting with the Lady of the Rose. And we'll see what we can do. We always need able people. Now fuck off.
They finally find the contact they are looking for and draw some information out of her on what went missing and if there was any potential involvement from her staff or the guards. They didn't have lots of information on the item specifically, except for one.
In the area there, and then we bring the main storage in, and there is a small cage built at the back for any contraband goods. And the docket of what's in there is also locked inside that cage. There is significant security around that premises. Yet somehow, on now 3 occasions, as of 2 days ago, it's been broken into and contraband has been taken. And we've got no idea how they're getting in, or where they're coming from, or anything. I normally am based at the gate, but I've had to leave my assistants to run the trade, as this needs to now take a priority. It's very strange that they've not touched any of the other goods, they've only gone for the contraband. There was one piece of that I remember. In fact, I cried when I realised what it was. At the first glance, it just looked like a slightly exotic shield. It was only upon further inspection that you realised that someone had made the shield and used the materials to imbue it with a certain magical power. It was made from the shell of a baby turtle.
Gross.
And if you may not have seen them, they're definitely quite rare, certainly inside the city, but it's a turtle person. So someone had killed a baby toddler-sized turtle to construct a shield.
So with an agreement in place, they get the key to inspect the warehouse and the contraband locker. After some searching, they do find a 7-figure, which was from a goblin.
So, and then if he opens it, Arthas very cautiously walks in, kind of to look at it. He doesn't pick it up, but he kind of crouches down to have a look at it.
Inspect it closer.
Yeah.
Sure, you each I pick have to be gentle because it's been there for a couple of days. The 7-finger is starting to get a bit dry on the outside and squishy. Make a medicine check.
Oh, okay. 19.
This is a goblin figure.
Damn goblins.
And Tove, on some further searching, finds some dried strips of meat, kind of like jerky, which they are able to identify.
You can ritual do it. It just takes 10 minutes and doesn't use a spell slot.
I'm searching, so you can ritual. Go there, ritual.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Identify.
So if you ritual it, you don't use a spell slot,
Okay.
but it takes 10 minutes more than the standard cast time.
Okay, so,
So-
just pass me the jerky like through one of the gate holes, and I'll sit outside and just sit down and look at it for a while.
So you unravel the wax packet and there's like 5 sticks in there of this stuff. And while you're searching and everybody's looking around and doing any bits,
So if they're
You can
they're
assist
kind
me
of
if you want.
searching, if she's then sat down to start doing it, Arthur just kind of steps back outside to kind of
okay.
stand
I'm
under
gonna
the
let
end.
Al slug out so she can stretch. Oh,
After 10 minutes. That was a great face.
You want to tell us what you found?
Well,
It's not terrible.
that doesn't sound great.
Is it good though?
It's not good, no. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You got.
It's not terrible.
What is it?
You're going to live those words when you tell them what it is, especially the elf.
is it elf?
Is it elf meat?
Yeah. Okay, the flesh of an elf that has been coated in magical and alchemical substances, then dried. Consuming a state grants you the elf ability to trance instead of sleep and take a long rest in 4 hours.
And while this is going on, Arthur searches around using detect magic and discovers a flagstone in the back corner of the warehouse, which has got some kind of unstable conjuration magic on it. And unsure on how safe this is, and to try and get some more information, he decides to have a chat with a mouse.
It may make this a little unsafe. How he says he kind of mutters a prayer of apology to Sylvanus and just says, "That stone over there would take you someplace nice and safe." This is painful as a druid. Arthur is really just muttering apologies to Sylvanus under his breath as well. After saying this while this mouse, he's holding his mouse.
Roll a persuasion check. Got advantage because you've been...
Oh,
It's not smart.
persuasion. Oh god. 15.
Safe place. No green monster.
He's not gonna follow.
No more monsters.
No big
All monsters gone.
Yeah. Again, just muttering apologies under his breath.
The mouse starts skittering over and just gets to the middle of the stone and starts scratching. Scratches some more. Nothing happens.
I think you have to adopt on a mouse now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, you have a
Arthur
mouse.
just kind of looks. Arthur just kind of looks at Aslog and just kind of goes, "Shit, I really thought I was going to do something." He just kind of yells, "Sorry, I meant." He points at. Are there any cracks in the wall behind, like on the other side of the stone? Just, I mean, if you go on the other side of that big stone thing.
The mouse starts skittering towards, and then you see as one paw goes down, a little rune lights up, a very small square. The mouse jumps back, and then it's gone.
I think we probably head back. Ominous.
You see there's a brief flash of light. There's your mouse.
Neil's dead.
However,
Oh no.
the return trip was rougher.
Is he dead? He's come through and dies because he took that damage.
How many... Oh, yeah, no, it's dead. You gather
In my
that...
defence, it could have been coming back that killed him, so he was safe over there.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been able to activate the thing without, but the from a mechanical point of view, the saving throw was passed on the way there and it was not on the way back. And it's, as it comes through, you're like, you see, as it starts to appear, you're like, oh my god, it's the mouse, but then it just gets ripped in half.
Oh my god.
They have 1 hit point.
After a rest, they manage to get some more info from their contact from the Trade Guild's phone day, and Slurts grabs Arthas for a conversation while he's outside. He's encouraging him to take care of the people breaking into the warehouse, expounding the virtues of his organisation, and, well, drops a bit of info about this contact from Arthas's past.
Some medicine for my dear old mum. This medicine's going to cost me, I don't know, 5 gold. And maybe, if I wasn't so overcome with worry for my dear old mum, I might be able to remember, say, the exact location. But the old teleport stone turns out. My poor mum, I am so full of worry.
I mean, I could find
She's
out where the
such a
teleport
sweetie.
goes to just from walking through it. I'm here because I need to get outside the walls. This mission don't mean shit to me.
This mission will mean you'll be able to get outside. But,
Where the teleport goes to in what I'm after, I want to know who and where the contraband is.
it's very interesting, really. What makes you think she's still outside the walls? Like I said, just so confused, and my poor mum. She's such a sweetie. I wouldn't be half the man I am today without her love and support.
See, you just make comments like why do I think she's outside the wall, and then you expect me to want to pay you for information about the portal. What do you know about that? You've already asked me to go to her, but you know something. How much to tell me that?
I told you, we might have a job for you. I might have a job, maybe we don't. I can't remember. Oh, mummy. Oh, my poor mummy. I love her so much. Do you understand? Do you understand? I'm just so overwhelmed.
Just. $5 gold, you tell me where the portal goes and where the contract is.
Oh, my poor mum.
He gives him the $5 gold.
Oh, that's such a relief. Right, the pool.
Arthur just rolls his eyes. Just...
2 miles to the south of Minneapolis, there's a cave where this fucking poor old goblin queen has set herself up. She's just a ruddy fucking upstart. The Lady of the Rose is not a happy one.
So after this information from Slurts, they do head back to the warehouse and brave the teleportation portal, which works fine but hurts them a little bit, not much. Like coming out in view of the cave, they're cautious, but they head over and head inside and start to search their way around, and they come across a food stash down a narrow side cavern. Unfortunately, as they come out, they are spotted, and 3 of them are instantly stuck down as 3 giant spiders web them up. And if you want to find out what happens, you'll have to catch the next session on Sunday, 7 PM UK time, twitch.tv/nobbytime. I'll see you then.